Hey guys! So today is one of those tutorials where I really have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to a friend's barbecue this evening. It's his birthday, so I want to look nice, but it's pretty casual, like it's Wednesday night right now, so it's not going to be too hectic. So I don't want to look, like I've got loads of makeup on, but I do just want to look nice. So I thought I would record the process. And also, I have got a new camera. So usually when I have new equipment, something goes wrong because you're kind of takes a while to get used to stuff. But with this camera, I can do this now. Look at this, look. Okay, that's not working. It focuses. Kind of. It focuses in different places. That's like mind-blowing for me. So yes, anyway, let's get on with the makeup. I'm going to put on some primer first. Today I'm using my Arbonne primer because I really like it. This is very similar to the MAC Prep and Prime skin base. In fact, the packaging, if I hold them up side by side, very similar, but I actually think I prefer the Arbonne one. It's just like a little bit thinner, and I feel like it's a bit smoother as well. For my foundation, I'm going to use something slightly different that I would never have dreamed of using about 6 months ago. It is Lancome's Photogenic, and this is one of my favorite foundations to use on dry skin clients or clients with mature skin, because it's just a really very skin-like, very hydrating, but not shiny, but it was always a little bit too rich for my skin. I just realized I didn't have a mirror in front of me. But I tried it for the first time. I was just just as an experiment, I tried it to see exactly how shiny it would go on my skin, and it didn't go shiny. It actually just looked really natural and just like my actual skin, but better, which is ultimately the goal with foundation, right? You just want to look like you have got beautiful skin. But one thing I'll say about, I'm not sure, I can't remember if this is all Lancome foundations or just this one in particular, but it's very heavily fragranced. And I don't know, I used to work for Lancome years ago. I think I was maybe 19 or 20. I worked in a pharmacy in Galway, and we had a Lancome counter that I worked on. And the smell of that foundation is so nostalgic. It brings me back to working on that counter, and I really hated working on that counter, so it's not exactly a happy memory. So maybe that's why I don't like it, more so than it's not a nice smell. For my under eye concealer today, I'm going to use the Max Factor Master Touch concealer, and it's got a doe foot applicator, which I think is actually really stupid for concealers because you can't really blend in with a doe foot applicator, can you? So you kind of just have to dab it on and then blend it in with either with your fingers or a brush. And I am using the color 303 Ivory. Look, I can show you. Oh my God, what a time to be alive. I'm just going to use my fingers. My nail polish is SE Bahama Mama. For my powder today, I am probably somewhat controversially going to use MAC's Studio Fix Powder in NW15. And I say controversially because Studio Fix Powder is such a full coverage powder that, I don't know, it can sometimes, people that use this to set foundation, it can look quite cakey sometimes, I suppose. But if you use a big fluffy brush and just a little bit, it's actually a really nice setting powder. If you want to add just a little bit of coverage and just to take away the shine, because it doesn't look, even though it's very matte, I don't think it looks flat or dry. Like, it's a very fine powder. I have tons of these in my kit, actually. I really like the Studio Fix powder. And on that note, I'm actually going to use a darker color Studio Fix powder. This is C5, so you can see it's not really that much darker than my skin. It's a little bit warmer. It's kind of a caramel tone. And I'm going to use this kind of as a bronzer to add a bit of warmth to my skin, and just on the same big fluffy brush. The advantage of using a face powder as your bronzer is that you have a much bigger selection of colors to choose from, rather than just like one or two shades of brown. So you can go very subtle if you want, and also they're probably matte, so you won't end up looking glittery. And they have a bit of coverage in them, so they have kind of skin perfecting properties too. So a triple threat of awesomeness. And then just very subtly, I'm going to take some MAC Wedge eyeshadow, literally just because it is the closest thing that I have that resembles a contour colour, and take my Zoeva highlight brush, which is nice and pointy. Just take the excess off on the back of my hand, and then very lightly do a bit of a nice natural contour. I do love a bit of contouring. My mirror is down really low. Hang on, I need to prop it up on something. While I was standing up, I just realized that I have to show you these. I got glasses. I had to get glasses because my eyes were getting really strained and tired from looking at a computer all day, pretty much every day. So I had to get glasses for on the computer for reading. And can you see they have a blue filter on them? So it's for like the computer screen. It knocks out the blue light from the computer screen, and they make such a difference. My eyes are so not tired anymore. I posted this picture to Instagram, and a lot of you are asking me where the frames are from, and it's just from my local optician. There's no brand, no name. I asked him for like the cheapest pair that he had because I'll only be wearing them in the house. So sorry, I can't help you there, but I really quite like them. Yes, I'm a closet hipster, so now I'm experiencing all of the problems that glasses wearers have. Now I'm experiencing all of the problems that people that wear glasses have for the first time. I've never really been able to sympathize with those problems before, but now I totally understand like this makeup rubbing off situation, and I want to do maybe a series of makeup tutorials for people that wear glasses. I'm just using a little bit of MAC's Dainty blush on my cheeks, which is one of my go-to, don't have to think about it kind of everyday blushes, because it pretty much goes with everything on me anyway. Look what else I can do. My other camera, I could kind of do that depending on the lens, but this is just so much better. Oh my god, I'm going to zoom in even more. This, guys, I'm sure most of you don't care, but I am obsessed with cameras and camera equipment. It's an addiction. Anyway, I'm going to move on to my brows. I'm just going to brush them up. I'm going to use, what is it called? MAC's Lingering Brow Pencil. Just come through with this spoolie. And then go back into Wedge that I used as my cheek contour, just on an angle brush. And I'm just kind of going to go over the areas that still look a bit sparse. Just kind of lightly flick it up through the brow in that front portion. And then just line that base kind of line of the brow there and the tail. And then just cause why not, let's set it all with some clear brow gel. I just have a little mini sample size of the Anastasia clear brow gel, sorry. I quite like it. It's quite wet, but it definitely does keep your brows in place. What a difference a brow makes. I don't know if you can tell, but I just had a giant cup of coffee. Onto the eyes. I'm first going to prime them with the Balm, put a lid on it. Oh, that was some fast focus. And I'm just going to rub that on all over my eyelids. And my main eyeshadow colour today is going to be Sable by MAC, which is a product I never use on myself, but I use on my clients all the time because it's beautiful. It's a lovely kind of in between. It's not dark, but it's not particularly pale either. It's that kind of just nice neutral eyeshadow. It's like a pinky brown. And on me, I'm very pale, so it does come off like a little bit smoky on me, so it's a very kind of quick and natural way to do a smoky eye. What I'm going to do actually is go back into my Studio Fix powder in C5, the one I used as my kind of bronzer, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. So you see it kind of has that slightly yellow caramelly tone, which is going to work really well as a blending out color, and it's going to like tie everything in together, which makes me happy. And I'm going to use Sable on the lower lash line as well. I'm just going to switch to a smaller pencil brush. Go. I'm not going to go the whole way in on that inside corner, but like just shy of it, and then kind of like 4/5 of my eye, because I'm not going to go right on that very outside corner either. Take that same brush I used for blending out the top there with the Studio Fix powder. We need a darker color on the outside corner. I think there's quite a lot of kind of pinky warm tones going on there, so I want to use something a bit more neutral on the outside corner. So I'm going to do Mystery, which is kind of more of a grey tone brown. You can kind of see there's a lot more red going on, and obviously this is matte. And I'm just going to flip over the brush. So I was using this side for Sable, and I'm just going to flip it around and use the other side for the Mystery. Just pat that on. And then back into that blending brush. I haven't added any of the Mystery to this brush just yet, but I might in a second. Let's blend this out first. I'm just going to take a little bit of Mystery directly onto that brush and just blend that. Just so I can buff that a little bit higher. And then I'm going to go back into Studio Fix. Ooh, too much Studio Fix. Damn. Back into Mystery. All right. And then back into the lower lash line, switching to the pencil brush again. Just to connect that top and bottom. And then just for this little portion right in here that's kind of blue and veiny and doesn't have any eyeshadow on it yet, I am going to take my Studio Fix powder in NW15. So this is the really light shade that I use to set my foundation. Just pop that in there. And to add a little bit of a shimmery highlight, I'm going to take this MAC eyeshadow, which is one of their pressed pigments, in the colour Nostalgic. And this is part of one of their collections that are out at the moment. I can't remember what the name of the collection is. It'll be on the screen. I don't really pay too much attention to MAC collections now because they're pretty stupid. But I thought this was a really lovely colour. Kind of like a pinky version of Retrospect, or a pale, not so orange version of Mythology. It's very pretty. Kind of looks like it would fit into the Naked 3 as well. It's that rose gold. See? Oh, I do love a bit of sparkle. Onto some eyeliner. Today I'm going to use the Rimmel Scandaleyes black pencil. I'm using pencil because I want it to be soft. This look is soft. I wouldn't say it's natural, but it's not like, you know, it's not like Instagram makeup, if you know what I mean. So I like pencils for those kind of looks. Not that there's anything wrong with the Instagram makeup look. I'm a big fan of a lot of those makeup artists, but that's just not what I'm going for today. I'm going to take the Real Techniques, what is this called? Is it just an angle brush? Brow brush. I wouldn't exactly say this is a good brush for brows, but too thick. I'm just going to use that to soften that black. Curl my lashes. And today I'm using the Eye of Horus mascara, just cause. And that's the eyes done. So nice and soft. I actually really like how the eyes came out. I'm first going to line my lips with Dervish by MAC. Don't we pull the most ridiculous faces when we put makeup on? It's so pretty. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to use Angel by MAC. That's a nice colour. So that is the finished look. It's just a really pretty wearable look and not terribly complicated to do. I know it's a little bit MAC heavy, so sorry about that, but it's just kind of what I had around me and kind of what I felt like using. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you appreciated all the snazzy zooms and focuses. I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing me talk about it, but I'm still like amazed. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I put out videos every Monday and Friday, and there are heaps of blog posts on my website in between, so don't forget to check that out for like random product reviews and just ramblings about makeup and beauty and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day and we'll see you very soon. Bye! Hey guys, today I am going to be doing an Alicia Dixon inspired makeup look. So this is inspired by the makeup that she was wearing at the MTV European Music Awards last week. I thought she had one of the most beautiful looks, her hair, her makeup, and I even liked her dress